Go ahead, like, share, subscribe. All those things are greatly appreciated. Gonna give you some props that I like for tonight. Let's get right into it. A little change up here. We're gonna look at this UFC prop that on PrizePicks of 2.5. OddsJam is suggesting the under, saying it has a 54.98% chance to hit. Let's look at this a little closer. As we can see over here on the books, the line is 2.5, pretty much everywhere. Over here, Fliff, which is interesting to me, has a favorite to go over 2.5. All the other books, we even got something from Circa here, which is considered a sharp book. They got it -120, +100 to go over. So that's pretty interesting. Strickland, if we look at the money line, is a decent favorite to win this fight. Strickland hasn't had a finish in his last 8 fights, and Strickland is fighting at his best right now. There's some bad blood between these two fighters. For this to go under 2.5, just based on the knowledge that not the knowledge, but the information that I'm seeing, is that Plessis would probably have to win this fight. He has the heavier hands, he's a better striker, and he will knock you out. Strickland is favored, a decent favorite, even at Circa -125. Strickland hasn't finished in the last 8 fights. I mean, what's going to happen? I know he's mad. That may make him take a few more chances and get knocked out possibly. So this is a tough one. I really like the total rounds over here. Circa +100, even money, on the over 2.5. But I'm not really leaning any way on this one. I'm gonna have to let you make the decision on this one. But if I think we do take a bet on this, we take the over 2.5. Even though PrizePicks saying, or OddsJam is saying, hey, 54.98% chance to go under 2.5. This is going to be a 5-round fight. I'm not sure about this one. I'm not sure that this is going to go under. Let's look at some more. Let's get back to our bread and butter here. Let's find some NBA picks. Underdog. Let's see if we see anything on Underdog. See nothing on Underdog. Let's look at Parlay Play. We can always find something on Parlay Play. I'm going to stay away from this combo right here. I'm not a big fan of combos. Let's look at Lucas Dort. Rebounds, 3.5. Let's go back over here to OddsJam and choose the NBA. We're going to go rebounds. And we're going to look for Dorts. See 3.5 over here at most of the books. Pretty decent favorite. BetMGM, DraftKings, -145, -140 to go over. As you can see over here, that line is available on Parlay Play, also available on Fliff. Looks like PrizePicks has it locked. Let's go ahead and look at this a little more. Let's look at Dortz. We're going to look at his rebounds. Oklahoma is playing Utah. Utah didn't play last night. I think they canceled that game against Golden State due to the passing of one of the Golden State's coaches. Prayers with his family. I know that was unexpected, but it looks like Utah will play tonight against Oklahoma. So let's look at rebounds. And Dortz. 3.5 is the line. 3.98 is projection over here on Props.CAsh. Utah ranked 1 against position, which is the small forward position. And let's look at Dortz a little closer. Again, 3.5 is the prop. He's went over this 54% of the time this year, 21 out of 39 games. I think this game is away. On the road this year, 63% of the time, 12 out of 19 games. In his last 10, 60% of the time. See if we have any matchups versus Utah. Against Utah, they were all from last year. 3 out of 4 games he went over. And let's go over here again. 3.5. Yep, still 3.5. I'm leaning toward the over 3.5. I think eventually Parlay Play will push this up to 4, but we're looking at Lucas Dort over 3.5, and that's available over on Parlay Play. Let's see what else we can find. Karl Anthony Towns. Let's look at his points, rebounds, and assists. 34.5 is the line. Let's go over here. Pull up points, rebounds, and assists. And we'll look at Towns. They are at home tonight versus Memphis. Again, here, 34.5. They saying under 34.5. Let's look at this a little closer. You see a lot of the books have pushed it down to 33.5. Slight favor to go over 33.5. Jock has it at 33.5. Dabble has it at 33.5. These two books, Jock and Dabble, usually their lines are very, very similar. Very, very hard to win the pick'ems on these two books, my personal opinion. But everybody has it at 33.5. You know, usually they'll change it. Dabble and Jock will change it to an even number, like 34 or something like that. It would be that. Let's look at Towns a little closer and look at his recent performance. Memphis versus Minnesota. Memphis is light. They don't have a lot of their people. I mean, this can easily be a blowout game if Minnesota comes out and handles their business, which could mean some limited fourth quarter action for star players. 34.5 is what we're looking at. That's the line that we see over on Parlay Play. Projection is 32.07. Let's look at Towns' recent performance. Versus Memphis, back on 12-9, it looks like he had 36. That was at Memphis. Let's look at the total season. For the season, he's only went over this 17 out of 39 times. 17 out of 39. That's only 44%. Let's look at his home. In home, he's even worse. 22% in home. 4 out of 18 games, he's went over 34.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Something like this, when it's really leaning hard one way, we're gonna take the under 34.5. Again, he may not play the whole game tonight. You know, if they get out early and this game is out of hand in the fourth quarter, which is a huge possibility that this can happen. So we're going to take Karl Anthony Towns under 34.5 points, rebounds, and assists over here on Parlay Play. Parlay Play is going to push it down, so you got to go over there quick and find some other ones that you can play with it. But yeah, Towns under 34.5 points, rebounds, and assists. So those are a few plays I'm looking at. If my content helps you, go ahead and hit that like, subscribe, and share. Really does help me out on YouTube. Tools I use, PROPS.CASH, OddsJam, can get my premium plays, which I basically post all my plays for the day over on Patreon and Telegram, and the links are down in the description for those also. So that's it for today. See you in the next video.